to be honest, the most help I've got is from Bengalis.
Serious?
Very good people.
So the Asian community helps
Yes,
you a lot.
very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Why do you think they help you more than maybe other communities?
Because they're religious, isn't they?
Okay.
They're religious
That's
people.
what it teaches.
Of course. They understand, you know what I mean? It's not like people look down on you this day and age and just walking past you.
So Owen, I want to ask you, first of all, how old are you?
I'm 43.
43. And how long have you been homeless for?
I've been homeless now for 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
How did it all happen?
I used to live with my father just here in Whitechapel, and he passed away a year and a half ago.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's all right, thank you. And my mum died a year ago, so it's just left me on the streets.
Okay.
And I'm not a thief by sub, you know what I mean? I don't shoplift or anything like that. So I just try and earn my money begging to get a shelter at night time.
So you had your whole family before and
I had
things
my
just
family,
changed?
I was a tree surgeon and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a gardener by trade, but when my dad passed away, all the tools and the van, couldn't keep the van on the road. I used to be a boxer as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you actually end up homeless from your parents passing away? What happened? Like?
Well, the house got closed down,
Okay.
and I just had nowhere to live. Obviously, I wasn't on benefits, and because I couldn't pay the rent or anything like that,
Right.
so they just closed everything up and just left me on the streets.
And then before becoming homeless, you had your job as well as a
I
tree
did, yeah,
surgeon.
yeah.
And you say you used to do boxing as well?
I
yeah?
did, yeah. I used to be a bare knuckle fighter.
Nice.
Yeah. And that was about 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, I used to box for Repton, St George's, Shedwell, St Monica's,
Who's your favourite boxer?
Nigel Benn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legend.
Legend,
Okay. And then, you know, when you became homeless,
Yeah.
what was your first day like, Owen? Describe that day to us.
Terrifying. Terrifying. Don't know where to sleep, or you don't know what's going to happen, or you're going to get attacked. I've been attacked loads of times, mate.
I can see some wounds on you. What's this
I
about?
That's what I was attacked in the park, sleeping there, by a lot of white youths and
what reason?
Somalians, just for homeless, just for sleeping in the park, calling you junkie and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't even drink, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then I was saving someone and I got flipped over with my ankles. I can't even barely walk now.
I mean, we can see your crutches there.
Yeah,
So you said someone attacked you and swept you, basically.
yeah, they
And
did, yeah.
how did that happen?
Well, it just happened here, outside here. Yeah, happened about 4 or 5 days ago. Yeah, and it's just fractured all my ankles
Why did they attack you? What happened?
because I was trying to save the girl, you know what I mean?
Okay, the
and
fight, basically.
Yeah, and he was pissed out of his head. So really, I was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay. You're just trying to help someone.
Of course, and I got attacked. Yeah,
And you know, you said that you got attacked while you were sleeping.
yeah,
So you literally woke up with people beating on you.
of course, yeah, jumping on the tent and everything. So I sleep there now outside the church.
Okay.
Yeah,
And so you currently sleep there, yeah?
yeah.
And what do you find to be, Owen, the toughest part about being homeless?
It's finding somewhere to sleep at night time, somewhere safe.
Okay.
Finding food and that, because you know by law you're not allowed to beg and things like that. So
Yeah.
every time you sit down begging, they move you by sub.
When you say they, who would you
Like the people that work for the police.
Okay.
I don't know what they're called,
Alright.
but street people like.
Okay.
You're not allowed to beg and you're not allowed to ask for food and that.
So I've had that one before, but what I don't understand then is that obviously if you can't beg, how are you supposed to survive?
Exactly. They want you
it's
to
a
do. It's only leading you to crime.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's a bit silly, really.
Yeah, of course it is. And to be honest with you, I was they're supposed to, because of this corona, they're supposed to pid you into a place.
Yeah.
But I'm not on benefits or anything, so I can't get a place. It all takes, you got to have a birth certificate for it, then you got to be signing on benefits. It's all just a lot of bollocks, to be honest with you.
At what stage in that process are you currently of getting benefits and getting
Well,
accommodation?
it's a long bit away, to be honest with you. It's a long reach.
Did the outreach teams try and help you?
They have tried and managed me. They've sent away for a birth certificate for me now, so I'm just waiting to get that back and then just get on benefits, and then I can get put into a hostel. But it's a long
So when
progress.
these outreach teams try and help you, for example, getting your birth certificate, where do they find you? Where you sleep, basically?
Where you sleep, basically,
Okay.
yeah.
And how long have you been sleeping in the churchyard?
Church there now, okay, now since the tent done 5 nights.
Okay.
5 nights I used to sleep in the park in the tent.
So do you know someone we interviewed, Sam and Louisa?
Yes,
do you know
yeah,
them?
yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's good. Yeah, they we interviewed them as well.
Yeah.
What do you miss the most, Owen, from before you became homeless?
A warm place to live, and going to the press and getting some food. You know what I mean? Had my family there. I haven't got nothing and nobody in this country now.
That's That's so
Yeah,
sad.
just by myself now.
What family did you have apart from your
My
parents?
father and my mother.
Anyone else apart from that?
No.
What about your friends from back in the day?
I don't mix with them. They're on drugs, myself.
Okay.
If I deal with them, I'm going to go back down that road again.
They're on drugs, yeah?
They're on drugs,
Okay.
yeah. And it's just going to mingle up in a bad way, you know what I mean? And I don't want to go back down that road again.
And then being homeless now, what is the most important thing in your life right now, do you feel?
Is to get myself accommodation and on benefits so I don't have to do this. Because it's embarrassing. And it draws bad attention, if you know what I'm saying. It brings a bad crowd around you and things like that, myself.
When you became homeless, did other homeless people try and help you?
They did, yeah. They did, yeah.
What's the one thing you're the most grateful for?
It's for getting a birth certificate, to be honest with you. Because that's the main thing, because then I can get benefits and I can get put into a hostel as well.
And being homeless for this long, what's the nicest thing someone has done for you?
People gives me money to get shelter at night time, buys me food like a woman just left there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People like that's very hard to find.
When people do such nice things, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel proud.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of Bengali people that helps me as well.
Yeah.
Because they know me from my family and that.
Okay.
And they're very...
Did you grow up around here?
I did all my life, yeah.
Okay.
Just there in Stepney.
Yeah.
But all Bengalis come and drop me food, drop me money in that as well. They know I'm truthful. Because this day and age, you don't know who's right and who's wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Some people say they're homeless, but they're not. They're getting benefits and everything. Thank you, brother. Yeah.
And what's the meanest thing someone has done to you? Obviously, you said someone beat you and...
Obviously, being attacked when you're asleep in a fucking tent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the one lesson that you've learned then?
Is to be very cautious where you sleep and who you talk to, who you mix with. Yeah.
And then your average day, Owen, what does it look like in the morning to the evening?
Shit.
What
It's
do
a
you do?
struggle. It's a struggle.
Every day is a struggle.
Every day is a struggle, mate. Every day. If I don't shoplift, I don't go out there stick thieving or anything like that. Maybe I did back in the day, but I'm getting too old now, boys. I'm 43 years of age. You know what I mean?
Have you got any kids?
I have, yeah. But I haven't seen them in 14 years.
14 years?
14 years, yeah.
Man, that is long.
It is a long time. I don't only live in Stratford as well.
How old are your kids and how many?
I've got 3 kids. I've got a boy at 23. I've got a girl at 18. I've got another boy at 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you in touch with your ex-partner?
No, she's too violent. She's very violent.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then what would the ideal life for you look like? If everything got fixed, what would you want your life to look like?
Normal. Just to be normal. To wake up and somewhere to live and food in the press. Just to be normal, boys. Have a normal life. Instead of struggling every day.
Yeah.
Every day is a struggle.
It's a struggle. What gets you through the tough times then?
To be honest with you, just nothing really. You just got to be cautious, especially now with this corona. There's not a lot of help out there. There's not a lot of help, especially me with nothing. You know
How
what I mean?
has the corona affected the homeless people?
Very bad.
In what way?
Very bad. In accommodation, finding somewhere to live and getting help,
Is it harder?
it's very hard. Very hard.
If you could go back, is there anything you would change?
Yeah, there is.
What's that?
Being split up with my missus. I would have stayed with her, to be honest with you. Maybe things would have been different. Yeah.
When was the last time you spoke to her?
14 years ago.
14 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then people that walk past Owen,
Yeah. They look down on you.
say some people they want to help you. What kind of things could they do to help you?
But get me a accommodation or getting a shelter for the night. That's the only thing I wish for, because then you get a bath, you get a shower, you get breakfast. You don't have to sleep, and you don't know where you're going to sleep. You don't know what's going to happen to you.
When was the last time you slept on a bed?
Jesus Christ, mate. 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Was it like a hostel or hotel?
No, it was a hotel. It was a hotel, but the outreach put me in there. But they only put me in there for a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you come back out, you're back on the streets.
When you're back
again.
on the streets again. Yeah.
And then the money that you try and raise, what would you try and do with that money?
I get a hostel out of it.
Okay.
A shelter for the night in Liverpool Street.
How much is it?
It's £14.50.
Okay. And the final question, Owen, then is, people that are going to watch this video, what would your final message be to the world?
My final message be to the world is just to try and keep yourself on a straight and narrow. Don't try and go down the homeless path, because you'll never be safe, and it's a struggle. And it's very, very bad company what it keeps. Half of the people says they're homeless, they're not homeless, by sub. And I used to sleep in Stratford shopping centre as well.
Okay.
And you get all the Bengalis coming around, give you chicken and chips.
Yeah.
To be honest, the most help I've got is from Bengalis.
Serious?
Very good people.
The Asian community helps
Yes,
you out.
very, very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Why do you think they help you more than maybe other people?
Because they're religious, isn't they? The religious
That's
people.
what he teaches.
Of course. They understand, you know what I mean? It's not like people look down on you this day and age and just walking past you.
If we could do something to put a smile on your face, what could we do?
Help me out to get a shelter for the night.
Yeah.
That would help me. That would put a big smile on my face.
That's in Liverpool Street, isn't it?
That is Liverpool Street, yeah.
Alright, so first of all, thank you so much for the interview. God
You're more
bless
than
you.
welcome. Thank you, Bicep.
Take that. Owen, we just interviewed you. You said you've been homeless for a couple of years.
Yeah.
A lot of our viewers that watch these videos, Owen, they donate clothes and money and food and things like that. We've given you some clothes as well.
Yeah.
And this is for you to get your shelter.
Thank you,
okay.
Bicep.
So we're gonna come with you to get you that shelter. So we're gonna help you out.
God
Now,
bless you.
what's your message to the people that donate and help you out?
I just say that I'm very, very grateful, and there should be more people like you, and I'm very, very thankful for it.
All right.
Because now I have a warm place to stay tonight, and hopefully I might get 2 nights out of it. So it's really, really blessing. I feel safe now.
That's good. Thank you
And,
so much.
thank
I'm
you
glad
to-
we can help you.
Thank you to the viewers, and thank you to yourselves.
All right.
Very, very much.
God bless you, man.
God
Thanks.
bless you.